Hello, all the CA final champions. This is your CA Koushik Mukhesh, and welcome you all to Kaushik's Pathshala, a elite online platform for CA Foundation, Inter and CA Final. And now I welcome you all to the direct taxes and international taxation classes by me. Myself, I am CA Koushik Mukhesh, practicing chartered accountant, having an experience of 13 years in the fields of company law, income tax, insolvency code, and foreign exchange laws. And top notch of all these things is my passion towards the stock markets and financial markets. Before we talk about any other thing, let us first discuss about what we are going to do in these income tax classes with regard to the CA as well as for CMA final, the direct taxes and international taxation. Before we go into chapters, all other discussion in the basic concepts, why we need to choose these classes, let me just tell you certain important points. Okay, why you need to choose these classes means I will tell a definition like includes. The things which I am telling are only just some examples out of it. Okay, listen. The reason is we are going to teach each and every minute of the details from the Bare Act. We are not going to follow any kind of summary materials or summary modules for explaining in the class, because if I provide a material and ask student to understand from that, there is every chance that I will not include that concept which I am uncomfortable with. That chance is also there or not. For example, if there is a section, I am uncomfortable with any part of a section there. In my book, I will not include that point, or I will include just like a line and I will read. But when something is a forming part of a Bare Act, you will demand me, sir, this clause was missing, or this clause you did not teach. If really it is not applicable, I can show ISM and tell, see, this is there only in the Bare Act. In your syllabus, it's not applicable. That clarity you will get first. Therefore, in putting in mind that particular issue, we are going to study each and every minute of the details from the Bare Act directly. Okay, Bare Act, ISM are the sources of our preparation. I will give you a summary module, 350 pages it will come. Complete direct taxes will be covered in that 350 pages. But that will be for your revision purposes, because DT subject is extremely voluminous. Clear? In a voluminous subject like direct taxes, I can't make student to study day before examination or at the time of preparation read the Bare Act. It will not be completed. Learning should be from the Bare Act. Analysis should be from the Bare Act. Understanding? Illustrations, everything from the study material. Illustrations or any examples given in the study material, we will do that. And finally, summary material is to sum up the concept. Examination la anyway you can't be given a chance of 10 marks questions and 16 marks questions. Hardly they will ask 5 marks and 6 marks. So you have to summarize everything at the end. That summary, instead of writing in the class, I will give you a summary module. In that summary module, you will find the summary of all the concepts we have learned till then. Clear? So these are first 2 points that I wanted to discuss with you. So the subject contents are as simple as that. We are going to study direct tax and international taxation in 2 parts. Okay, direct tax and international taxation, we are going to study that in 2 parts. Before going into this, I said as why we should choose. This is the platform where we are going to learn direct taxes in its right way, in its clean motive, not giving importance to the quantity of the classes. Okay, quantity means a number of hours. I should restrict it in 130 hours, 140 hours. It is a regular batch. 130, 140, 150, 160, this will not be completed. Direct taxes is a voluminous subject. See, I will give you certain examples for you to understand and visualize. See here. When law subject used to be there at CA final level, law subject and corporate and other laws, once upon a time when it is used to be in CA final, I used to teach it for around 250 to 60 hours in such a way that, because that is voluminous more than direct taxes at that time, because company law itself there are around 300 sections, along with that another 300 sections used to be there. Income tax totally there are around 298. So that is more voluminous. If this is complete in 210, 215 hours, that will be complete in 260, 270 hours at that time. So very voluminous. Sir, keeping aside the volume, students used to enjoy the classes in such a way that most of the students who used to qualify after CA taking the classes from me for law paper, thousands of students used to enroll at the time. Like how people are taking now AFM. At the time, AFM and law also used to be there at final level. At the time, students used to take like anything. Thousands of students used to take online classes. And at the end of the day, taking classes makes me happy. On the basis of a commercial level, I should definitely tell that yes, I am successful in that. But foreground commercial element should not be there now for a faculty. Commercial element must be there. Beyond that, there is a psychological satisfaction that we get. Student used to get qualified. He used to put a message. Sir, I qualified because of the classes at CA final level. I am going into corporate law division in a company, or I wanted to set my practice by doing practice in FEMA. I used to do practice in companies. Like that, students used to put a message. Then kick will come like anything. Very level kick. Means what? Just because of me, now a person's life is completely changed. This satisfaction, Kohinoor range satisfaction. It will not come even if a 1 crore rupee comes or 2 crore rupee comes. Definitely 1 crore rupee makes everyone happy. But beyond that, in eyes happiness will come. Money may give happiness to mind and heart. Eyes you can see when a person is successful because of us. So that satisfaction will come when classes are in such a way. Normally, when you teach from a summary material or summary, they will pass, but never they will get that confidence. I can set my practice after listening to this. I will set my practice. I will shine my life in direct taxes. I will shine my life in Companies Act. Like this, a satisfaction will come only when you are perfect in reading the bare provisions of law. Understood the point clearly? So you should study the bare provisions of law properly. Means what? Minutest of the details, you should have a clarity. Each and every minute detail in the Bare Act, when you have a clarity, when you go for appeals, you will have the confidence to talk before the authority. As per this section, because of these case laws, my support is this point. Like that, you can talk. Negotiation and persuasion skill will increase when you read the bare provisions of law. When you read more and more case laws, not just by reading some summary. Okay. So we are going to complete DT in 3 phases. In terms of resources available, number 1, Bare Act. Number 2, study material should not leave. Adi Bhagavad Gita for us. Number 3, summary material. Okay. Question bank. Question bank anyway is testing knowledge. It is not for understanding any concept. All things we completed. Let's test the knowledge using a question bank. Question bank should not become your preparation pattern. Other point. So we are going to break down everything into 3 parts. For example, we are starting with a section. First, we will read the Bare Act, understand the contents of Bare Act, go to ISM. Any illustrations are given in the study material, we will do that. Then summary material I will show you. Summing up all the concepts we learned till now with case laws, etc. Then question bank is for your self-preparation. If I do question bank along with you, even after 1 year also DT classes will not get completed. So anyway, we are doing study material. Study material totally long amount to 373 questions are there. Already there are 380, 400 questions are there in study material. First, let us do that and complete. Later, the question bank will be containing the past exam questions and other things which are already covered in ISM. So that is for your self-practice. So we are going to cover each and every minutest of the details of Income Tax Act in its truest sense. Like how lawmakers will really feel very happy for us to learn law that way. So that is the way in which we are going to take up our direct taxes classes. This is our first lecture on direct taxes. Let me first show you what are the subject contents of CA final direct taxes. See here. Subject contents. These are all the contents of your syllabus. First one, basic concepts. This will be for around 25 hours I recorded already. I will tell you at the last again about what I recorded. Why 25 hours came also I will tell you. With that itself you can understand what depth we are going to study. Because ISM contain 80 pages on basic concepts. If you have doubt, please go to ICAl website and check whether Koushik Mukhesh is saying right or not. Okay. So it is somewhere around 72 to 80 pages are there. I also was surprised really. 80 pages why it is? Then I found that they are including PGBP sections for some sections like PGBP linking sections, not PGBP section, PGBP linking sections. 172, 174, 174A, 175, 176, accelerated assessments, agricultural income, section 10(1) agricultural income, AOP with agricultural income, partnership firm with agricultural income, scheme of partial integration in agricultural income, composite business income with agricultural income. All these now in the CA final material, basic concepts that they have included. Therefore, as per ICA, I am going as per the pattern such that we will be safe while preparing. Basic concepts, ISM itself has around 80 pages. After that, we will go into taxation of gifts, as you already know. Class 10, we will read this. After that, we will read 7A, all these things also we will study. Where we will study taxation of gift year completed, na? We will read within capital gains. Capital gains. Here we will read. Starting from 45, we will study all the concepts in capital gains. Next, business restructuring. Here we will see demergers, amalgamations and slump sale. Next, PGBP MAT provisions. And we will start with the 28, end with the 44D. Along with that 115 JB, MAT provisions and other related contents also we will study. Here itself, we will also study the concept of ICDS. Here already I have written ICDS. Okay, but still here only I will cover. Actually, while writing, I forgot to write here. That's why I included here. Actually, we will complete ICDS along with PGBP. Okay, so business restructuring and next one is ICDS. So PGBP, MAT provisions, ICDS. Next one, taxation of business trust. What is it here? Taxation of business trust. Taxation of NRI. See, taxation of non-residents is different, non-resident Indians is different. So, non-resident Indian we are going to see here. Origin is from India but non-resident. And origin also not in India, different provisions will apply. That also we will see. So, taxation of business trust, NRI. Taxation of non-resident sports person. This also we will read. Critical analysis on section 9. Here, honorable mention. See, this section is there, na? Section 9. This I am going to take for 10 hours. This itself will take 10 hours of time. Mark my words, sir. That section itself I will upload on YouTube also. Reason. Students should know what Koushik Mukhesh is. First point number 1. Because in this world no one will believe anyone. We should prove first. Okay, diamond also should prove that it is diamond coming out of a lab by getting all verifications and checking. Or else people don't even give any kind of a rating to the diamond as well. So it always requires a research. Section 9, when I see, normally it will be dealt in somewhere around 2 hours or 3 hours like that, or 1.5 to 2 hours. Okay, summary like that, now it will be completed even lesser time. But I don't want it to do that way. I wanted to show you what really section 9 is capable of. Section 9 is such a impacting section in income tax. Almost all kinds of non-resident sections are linked to section 9. Linked to section 9. Every foreign company having income in India, making income in India, section 9 is the mother of all those non-resident companies. Reason, income deemed to accrue or arise in India. The words itself is very clear. Income is deemed to accrue or arise in India. And really it's not accruing or arising. We deem that it is accruing or arising. Normally where it is accruing or arising? Outside India. But we are deeming that it is accruing in India. Why should we deem? That's what we are going to see in section 9. Royalty, fees for technical services. Are you understanding? Royalty, fees for technical services, all these things along with related TDS provisions we are going to see in section 9, and I will upload this on YouTube as well. Maybe my estimate it will come to 10 to 12 hours, section 9 itself. Okay, section 9 Bare Act, if you see now, section 9 Bare Act will be somewhere around 3.5 to 4 pages. How many pages? 3.5 to 4 pages. Section number 9. See here, section 9. Section 9, income deemed to accrue or arise in India. Here it started. 911. Keep eye on this. Along with the amendments I will go through. Bare Act. Still in section 9 only, for your kind information. With this, section 9 is completed. From this, what you have to understand, now I am leaving it for your wisdom. What you are learning is a right or not. A summary, if you learn, never you will establish a practice in, okay? Never ever you will establish your practice in transfer pricing division, because section 9 is the mother of all kinds of incomes that are deemed. Hey, listen, yeah, common sense, na? I am working in India. I am having online market. I am having offline market. I am having a practice. I do all so many things in life I will do. So from various sources I will get money. Everywhere it is coming from India. I need not deem it to accrue. It is actually accruing, arising and received also in India. So you need not deem that it is received. You need not deem that it is accruing. When I have to deem? When something is not really arising in India, lawmaker wanted to deem that it is arising and wanted to tax, then this will come. So all non-resident sections will pass through this section 9. That's why this much of controversial section it has become. Vodafone case law, Eli Netherlands, all those cases came out of this only. Okay, see here, everywhere non-resident. Everywhere non-resident, everything is non-resident. Are you clear, everyone? So that's why, see here, source outside India, non-resident, anywhere you read section 9, either resident with the outside India income will be there, or non-resident with the Indian income will be there. Non-resident with Indian income will be there. Sometimes a non-resident with the outside India income only will be there, but still sometimes I will deem that it is accruing in India if the control of the business is from India. All those things we are going to see in section number 9. Understood? So if you see normally section 9 started in this page number 25, it started. You can see here 25. You can see here page number 25. Okay, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Where it started? 25 it started. 33 end. And almost 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 9 pages. Almost 10 pages Bare Act. What we are reading? Summary. Summary la what we will read? Summary we will read. When you will read all these things, then sorry, you will complete CA, you will qualify. Then when we will read? Adi question. That you need to question yourself. When will I read? Who will teach me after qualifying? So therefore, we are going to put stress on certain sections in such a way that once you complete section 9, the confidence is different. When you compare with all other students, then you will really understand, yes, my choice of taking the classes is absolutely right. So every minutest of the details of section 9, why it came, how non-resident taxation started in India. From the bare basics, we are going to understand all those things. Okay, I am putting day night efforts in bringing the best quality of classes out of it. So please see here. Basic concepts: taxation of gifts, capital gains, business restructuring, PGBP and MAT provisions, taxation of a business trust, NRI taxation, NRI sports person, critical analysis on section 9, my most lovable section in entire income tax. Whenever a section is very lengthy and people are not reading, first my focus will go to that section only. Why people are telling like that? Let's make impossible as I am possible. So that's how the spirit should be when you are reading the Bare Act. That big means that concept you can grab now. Let's go on. Concept of mutuality. This I will explain to make you understand the cooperative society concept. Next, taxation of dividends. Concept of mutuality I covered in basic concepts itself. Where? Basic concepts. Doubt? Let me show you. Okay. How much you covered? So just you said example. Inga par. Parda. See here. Features of a mutual concern. Other features. Illustration. Explaining what is the concept of principle of mutuality. Case laws. From the judiciary means from the case laws. 2023 case study. Judgment. Then definition of income. So income tax main definition, income definition. These all we are going to read in our basics. Okay. So anyway. So concept of mutuality, assessment of a cooperative society, assessment of taxation of dividends. This we will take up the definition and the section 2 clause 22 A to E. A to E. Now recently amendment another point also added, that also we'll discuss. Assessment of political party, assessment of a trust assessment also we will see. AOP BOI, investment fund securitization trust, restriction on set off and carry forward of losses, 78, all those sections. Next, assessment procedures, interest, refunds, collection and recovery of tax, appeals, revisions, settlement commission, direct taxes avoidance agreement, or here R means a relief. We are reading also the agreements, advance ruling, transfer pricing, TDS TCS, profit linked deduction, AMT, GAR provisions, ICDS, penalty, equalization levy, next one, base erosion and profit shifting, and miscellaneous. All these we are going to study in the area called as direct taxes and international taxation paper. See here. In one of the previous video, I already shown this. Our subject is direct taxes and international taxation, CA and CMA final, applicable for CA final and CMA final, 100% English, complete Bare Act line on line analysis, word to word analysis, summary material and content, question bank. Mission I clearly explained. Previous video you can see on YouTube. I have given the sequence of study summary I have given. Here the full contents also I have given what are all the subject contents. Okay. Next one. For next one, sure short areas. Confirm areas are there that will generally come with 90% assurance level. These will surely come in exam. PGBP along with MAT, along with ICDS, all these three put together, a 14 marks question will come in exam. Capital gains 6 to 8 marks will come. IFOS a 4 to 5 marks question will come. Normally they are asking in MCQs. Taxation of business trust, you can expect a very good question from this. Assessment of trust generally 6 marks, go up to 8 marks. Transfer pricing will come for somewhere around 10 to 12 marks in exam, confirm. Because of international taxation segment, this is the primary portion. Next one is a DTAR. A 6 to 8 marks question generally comes. GAR 100% a 5 marks to 6 marks question. BEPS a 4 marks question. Assessment procedures will come for 10 marks. Appeals will come for 5 marks. TDS and TCS will come for 6 to 8 marks. Along with that, non-resident taxation, I did not write. I forgot. I'm very sorry. Non-resident taxation also will come for a 4 to 5 marks question, will come from that. So these are all the sure areas to come in exam. Means heads of income, whatever we learned at inter level, will surely come in examination for somewhere around 25 marks in exam to 30 marks in exam. Okay. And moreover, these chapters, don't think that they are unrelated to capital gains PEBP. On that only extensions will be there. Okay, a lot of extensions will come. So all those things put together, we are going to get in the examination. These sure areas will come for somewhere around 60 to 70 marks in exam, or even beyond that sometimes. So these are the major areas that touches in CA as well as at CMA final level. Next, what are the characteristics of a DT paper? Features: voluminous, ever changing, not never changing, ever changing, changing every attempt. Frequent judicial pronouncements, means case laws will go on coming on any issue. Sources of study, as I already informed before, I am again telling in the lecture 1. BERAC study, where we are going to do learning. Study material for illustrations purposes. Summary material, I will prepare that. Summarize the DT version. Question bank for testing the knowledge. Okay, these are point. So first we are going to start with basic concepts of income tax. Which one? Basic concepts of income tax. In that, the learning objectives are this way: direct tax versus indirect tax, constitutional background, section 4 basis of charge, tax rate in relation to Finance Act, various definitions, assessment year, previous year, person, assessee, assessment, capital receipt versus revenue receipt, treatment of illegal income for taxation purpose, diversion of income by overriding title, mutual activity or principle of mutuality, receipts treated as an income, gross total income, concept of marginal relief, rebate under section 87A, exceptions to assessment year section 172, 174, 174A, 175, 176, including the discontinued business, accelerated assessments we call, agricultural income, and scheme of partial integration, exemption versus deduction, method of accounting, rounding off principle. These all things, once you understand, basic concepts will get completed. I have prepared 89 pages notes already. See here, you can see 89 pages notes as to all basic concepts. And the great thing about these basic concepts is, except the tax rates, everything is static. Because assessment year meaning won't change, previous year meaning won't change, person meaning won't change, assessee meaning won't change, assessment don't change. Concept of direct tax, indirect tax won't change. Constitutional background already made, not change. Section 4 is not changing. Tax rates will change every year. What is capital receipt, revenue receipt will not change. All these things, again, they don't change. If there is a change in this entire basic concept, that is there only in the tax rates discussion. Okay, only in the tax rates discussion, the changes will come. Apart from the tax rates discussion, everywhere the concept is essentially the same. Okay, so that's the point I wanted to make further. So this basic concepts document, 89 pages document, wherein since it is static, only 7-8 pages will change, remaining everything is essentially the same. I kept as it is. Okay, this is how I prepared each and every point. Minutest of the details have been covered here. Every section followed by an illustration. Example, how to understand that. See, concept of income. So what is an income definition? How to understand? This is how I have written. Case laws, everything. See, for example, there is a question. Benefits on account of cessation or remission of liability. Okay. For that, yes, this is a capital receipt. Who said that? It was said in 5 case laws. Solid Containers Limited, Logitronics Private Limited, Jubilant Securities, okay, Roller Trainers, and Escremeco Resent Limited, Madras High Court. Like that, each and every place, wherever a case law is there, I quoted the case law and I explained each and every point in detail. Okay, you can see what is the concept of income concern, real income concept, taxation of illegal income, mutual concern, as I already said. So what is the principle of mutuality? Definition of income, there are 18 clauses are there. How many are? 18 clauses. Each clause was exhaustively covered. It's not just a summary. Exhaustively with case studies, I covered each and every minutest of the details. This is how we have done. Okay. Wherever there is a relation to PGBP, I related here itself 3615A along with the 43B, explained with an illustration. All these things are completed. Exemption versus deduction, what is the difference? Tax liability computation statement, tax rate, it changes. This also won't change completely. Slab rates will change. Now it is, see, for the alternative tax regime, 3 lakh, 7 lakh they said, now here they said 12 lakh. Okay, rebate is given up to 12 lakh. Rates are same. Rebate is increased to up to 12 lakh total income. That's it. Remaining everything is same. Calculations will change slightly. Remaining all these concepts are same. Final tax liability will change. That's it. The tax rates only will change. After that, marginal relief concept, rebate. Then starts the agricultural income. Definition, conceptual analysis, scheme of partial integration. What is agricultural income? Agricultural land, how to understand? Diagrammatic presentation of agricultural income. Analysis. Okay, what do you mean by agricultural produce? Whether this amounts to an agricultural income or not. Composite agricultural income, coffee, tea and rubber. In that, questions and answers also done. Computation procedure for scheme of partial integration, when it will apply. Instances of agricultural and non-agricultural income. How a firm will be taxed on agricultural income. Whether a dividend received from an Indian company carrying on agriculture activity, that dividend is taxable or that will also be treated as agricultural income. If a firm is carrying on agricultural activity and the partners are receiving the share in profit, will that be treated as agricultural income? All these things we are going to see here. Minute details which came in CA final exams many times. Along with the case studies, I'm not talking all these things on air. Okay, see. So this is one case law. This is one case law. So CIT versus Kamyatya Singh, Mustafa Ali Khan versus CIT, Lingareddy versus CIT, Premier Construction Company Limited versus CIT, Bashayev Guzdar versus CIT, State Farming Corporation versus CIT, B. Nagireddy versus CIT, CIT versus RJ Biotech Company Limited, and grand illustrations on agricultural income and scheme of partial integration. If you put efforts, result will come. The simple logic that I believe always it will happen. Okay. 9 illustrations on agriculture income also for CA final. Okay, for CA final type. That's why company and firm also I have taken into consideration. Okay. So this is what we are going to do in our income tax subject. Each and every detail we will write as when possible, or else I will give a summary material also on that to make the subject much simpler. Okay. So this is what we are going to do here. Lectures are getting uploaded tomorrow. Maybe around 40 hours of the lectures on basic concepts, 20 hours or 25 hours, and PGBP also I will start, and I will start putting the lectures. Okay. So thank you very much. Enroll to this DT classes. You will definitely find a new tax universe you will find, wherein you are going to learn from the minutest of the details of income tax. Okay. Thank you very much. All the very best.